Okay, so my name is Jonathan DeWerdt, and I'm going to be talking to you today about Joseph Stalin and a little bit about Hitler. You know, some of the most iconic totalitarian leaders of history.
Oh my God.
So here we go.
Are you
Why are you laughing? Okay, this is some serious stuff right here. Alright, so Joseph Stalin, some things you might not know, some fun facts about Joseph Stalin is he was also an artist just like Hitler. However, he didn't start a whole massacre of the Jewish people due to him not getting into a college. See, what happened to Hitler was he was a landscaper artist, so he painted landscapes, and see, at the time it was all about portraits, and so portraits were the main thing because when you got your picture painted and you hung it up in your nice room, wherever that may be, your office, and you want to iconically look at yourself and go, yeah, that looks real nice. You don't want to look at a landscape. That was the whole idea back then. So he didn't get in there, and the funny thing about it is the whole college head that he was trying to get into, they were all Jewish. So a lot of people and historians believe that that's the whole reason he started killing off the Jews. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's just what some historians say. Now, Joseph Stalin, on the other hand, he didn't kill like other people. He killed his own people. So just so you know that fact, I mean, he killed over 600,000 of his own people within the first year that he took over, because he was very paranoid person. And the thing about paranoia is, when you have paranoia, you're just and you're a leader like that guy. I mean, he had stormtroopers, okay? That was his secret military. They were called stormtroopers. So if you guys ever watch Star Wars and you wonder where they got that name stormtroopers, well, now you know. That was the secret military. All right, question?
Does this mean Darth Vader is actually Joseph Stalin?
Yes, actually.
No!
Yes, I'm just going to say that right now because, you see, when they were thinking of totalitarian leaders, see, for the Imperial Army, they wanted to go with someone very iconic. And what better to go with than Joseph Stalin, who just kills off a bunch of people because he doesn't like them. And, all right, Chris, you got a question?
If Joseph Stalin is Darth Vader, who's the Emperor?
See, that's a good question. No one really knows.
Satan.
See, we can say it's Zhang Huin from China, which was back in it was way before Joseph Stalin's time. Sorry, no.
And they're related somehow.
That explains why that
Were they
person
both landscapers? They were landscapers, huh?
Yeah, no, they weren't actually. So, anyways, a little bit more tidbit about Stalin. He actually was in love with Mickey Mouse. He would sit in his office and draw Mickey Mouse. It was pretty cool. They actually have, oddly enough, in the Disneyland, what do you call that, museum, they actually have some of Joseph Stalin's pieces in there. And it was pretty crazy because, you see some of his drawings, he could draw Mickey Mouse. He was pro. He was in love with Disney. Which was kind of odd because at first, at the start of World War II, he was our enemy, which was kind of weird. And a lot of people believe that we saved Russia, but that's not the truth. We were actually going in there to save France because they were our allies, and we were just helping out England at the same time. And, due to that, we ended the war, but, we weren't actually trying to save Russia. If anything, we wanted to take that out. Just so you guys know, because they were our enemies at first. Not our allies. They became our allies halfway into the war because they found out Hitler was like, no, Stalin, we're not friends anymore. I'm sorry, I'm going to boot you out of here. And yeah, it was real mean. Not nice. So, to conclude all this, now that you guys know more about Joseph Stalin than you need to know, one more thing. When Joseph Stalin died, just so you know, they actually left his body where he died for 2 weeks straight. They didn't move
They didn't move it and then put it back?
Yeah, they did not.
Straight?
No, straight. They just left it there. Straight.
He died laying straight.
I don't
He was
know.
planking? He was planking.
Joseph Stalin was a diehard. Really, what you don't know, Joseph Stalin was a diehard planker. No, that's what you don't know.
I
The
don't know.
die-hardest of them.
I don't know. He was a die-hard fan of Mickey Mouse.
He started playing. He blinked before it was cool. He liked dubstep, didn't he?
Don't make the preacher mad at you. I'm
sorry.
not a preacher,
Alright,
but
He can condemn you, you know.
He'll like sick Joseph Stalin.
yeah.
So in the conclusion paragraph, refer back to your thesis statement, and then we'll,
Yeah,
it'll be
all
good.
right. So, Joseph Stalin, pretty interesting guy. Very paranoid, however. Don't think he needed to kill off as many. He ended up killing over 2 million of his own people. Like, that's incredible. Like, I don't know how you do that, but he did it. He was like, all right, this guy, he would actually come up with lists, random lists of people's names, and he would just be like, all right, kill all these people. They're suspicious. They're spies. Get them off here. He would just create the most random list in the world and just like send it out. And he's like, all right, stormtroopers, go rally them up, shoot them. We're good.
Set
Go.
phasers to kill.
Yeah, pretty much. And pretty interesting guy. Interesting facts. And yeah, just remember, don't become a totalitarian leader. Or else that's what happens.
Give it up for Jonathan!
Although I think it might be totalitarian.
It is. Totalitarian?
It's a hard word.
You get my idea.
Don't agree with their positions, right?
You know what's funny is that when you watch
wanna die.
World War II movies about Russia and Russia's involvement, all of their soldiers during the wintertime, they're like just decked in white.
Yep.
Yeah, stormtroopers.
Called camouflage.
I know, but